Hey everybody, this is Mark, and I just thought it's been a little while since I did a garden update, so we'll do another one. Lots of things are happening in the garden. This is one bed, and as you can see, after the storm we had, I lost a limb off of it. I'm trying to root it, and we'll see if I'm successful. And as you can see, I got some fruit coming in. That's pretty much the story with most of my tomatoes. This bed here is, I got a lot of small green tomatoes. And I did find out that this melon here is a cantaloupe. It's supposed to be a pretty good sizable cantaloupe. The radishes are pretty big. Something is obviously eating on the leaves, but as long as I get a radish out of it, I'm okay. You know, they're planted out of season, so I'll take what I get. In this middle row, my onions are coming up good and nicely, and hopefully they're going to be really great. I have some more radishes. And then these, this type of radish that I'm planting here is called Crimson Giant. From what I understand, they're not really that big, only about 2 inches. Not really giant, but hopefully we'll get some good ones in here. My cucumbers are really starting to get up there, and they should soon be taking their place on my trellis. Over here, my compost tea is working very well. Really greened up on my peppers over here. So did my tomato plants. They're looking good. This type here is a big boy, is the variety. This is a husky. It kind of looks like it's got rust on it, but it doesn't. It's a really sturdy plant. It's just that we had a lot of rain and it kicked up a lot of my peat moss that's in my bed, and it's sticking to it. This bed over here, these are all red beefsteak, and there's several here that are they're really blooming, and so hopefully I'll get some good tomatoes out of it. And that's the New England pumpkin back there. It's still growing. Over here in the black plastic, they continue to do very well. They seem to be growing pretty darn well. Some of them do have some little maters on them, which I like. And this is the cucumber. It's a bush cucumber, so first time I've ever grown them, so I'll have to see, you know, how tall they grow here. Things can grow slightly different in Florida. This is my new bed that I just put in. In the back row, I have Burpee's super sweet green bell pepper, and it's doing well. In the front, I have tomatoes, and they are red beefsteak. They're an heirloom. This is Cubanelle, which is supposed to do exceptionally well in Florida, and I love Cubanelles. And I'm starting to get some flower buds on those, so hopefully I'll get them. I did talk to some other farmers around here, and they said that I should get fruit out of those until at least July, so I'm hoping that's true. Over here in this section, this is my watermelon, and it's coming out here. Earlier today, before I did my video, we had some blooms, and they're here. Here you can see we have several male flowers on here, and you can tell they're male because there's no bulb. There's no bulb behind the flower. But hopefully soon, as you can see here, here is a spunt, if you can see that. This is a flower that may have fertilized, and if you see this little bulb that's behind it, you can see that's not on the male flower. This is a female, and hopefully that has set a fruit, and I will get a watermelon off this. This is a Crimson Sweet watermelon. As it turns out, I was wrong about what type it is. It wasn't a sugar baby. Over here, these are Bonnie's Green Globe bell peppers, and these were the ones that were very, very pale. And once again, the compost tea, if you're looking in on here, it's really greened up. They're doing well and they're starting to grow, so hopefully I'll get some peppers off of them. Over here, these are my Beefmaster tomatoes, and they are doing outstanding here in the Central Florida garden. And this tomato here is just continuing to grow, and I can't wait to eat some tomatoes off of it. Over here, looks like one of my poles is blown down. Oh well. Over here is a whole rash of cucumbers, and for whatever reason, over here I've been getting a pretty big supply of these mushrooms. I don't know a whole lot about mushrooms, so I just generically consider them poisonous and pull them out of the bed. One question I would have out there for anybody that would know is this safe to put in the composter? I haven't, because I've been worried that it would start a fungus or some kind of infestation in my compost, and I wouldn't want to do that. Over here in this bed, these are my pumpkins. This is more New England pumpkin pie. These seeds were kind of old, but I did get 2 out of the 5 seeds I planted in this hill to come up. And then back here we have more cucumbers, and in the middle row there are sunflowers, and hopefully they'll do real well. And I put some cucumbers in here right by the sunflowers, and I am going to see if the sunflowers will cucumbers will climb the sunflowers. That would be very interesting if it would. And I'm back over here to this part of the garden, and this last little thing that we're taking on, because somebody had asked me about it, and here they are. These are Dasher 2 cucumbers, and my plan is to just let them come right up here on the chain link fence, and hopefully that'll work out. And this area here gets a lot of sun, and I'm really thinking about putting some beds over here too. Right now it's in the shade because the sun, it's late. I just got off of work. Here it's what, 6 o'clock already, so the sun is over on the other side of the house. But that's basically what it is like. And over here the Huskies, they also have tomatoes on them, and so far so good with me growing out of season. But with some of these things, because really in Central Florida we're supposed to do these in the spring, but I got started late this year because of a whole host of problems with my back and stuff. So, but here we go. My garden's growing now, and we'll see what will happen, because you never know what will happen. I actually had a tomato plant my first year I started doing this get to celebrate a 1-year anniversary. I was teasing my wife that if that happens again, I'm going to make it a compost cake and feed it to it, you know, just in celebration. But so, you know, if a tomato plant can last 1 year in the past, it could do it this time. And this summer has been a little bit milder. We haven't seen the 90s yet, just the 80s. So there's hope. We can see. Maybe these tomatoes will make it. But that is what my garden looks like right now. And there's my update. Thank you guys for watching. And you can always check on my website for a link to go and visit my blog. I'll be doing a blogs here soon to add to the collection. And we'll see you there. Thank you guys.